Yada yada yada. Often cited as one of the greatest TV shows of all time, Seinfeld left quite an impact for a show literally about nothing. But as is the case with many shows with such a legacy, there are probably some things that you didn't already know. Welcome to Trending 10, and today we're going over the top 10 Seinfeld facts you probably didn't know. Ready? Good. Let's begin. Number 10. One of the most memorable things about Seinfeld is how it managed to take premises that were not seemingly very funny and make them utterly hilarious. But there's actually one episode that was completely cut by Jerry Seinfeld himself because it just wasn't funny. The episode involved Elaine buying a handgun for protection against the world. How that couldn't be funny? Well, unfortunately, the world will never know. Number 9. The studio audience definitely loved Seinfeld. But apparently, some people loved it too much. The studio audience actually had to be subdued at times. As it turns out, Michael Richards, the actor who played Kramer, was too funny for them at times, and the audience reactions were too loud to be recorded, and they would actually begin to distract Michael from his performance. Number 8. When asked about his favorite episode, Jerry Seinfeld often dodges the question and says that they're all his favorite. However, he has let it slip before that his favorite episodes are The Contest, The Boyfriend, and The Rye, and his least favorite episode is The Alternate Side. Number 7. Remember when George was working for the Yankees and he had that boss named George Steinbrenner? Well, as you probably know, George Steinbrenner was really the owner of the Yankees at the time. But it wasn't actually him on the show. But there was actually one episode where the real George Steinbrenner appeared to play himself. In the season 7 finale, the real Steinbrenner recorded a scene. Number 6. One of the most memorable characters from the show is Jerry's arch nemesis, Newman. But did you know that Newman doesn't actually appear all that much during the series? Newman actually only makes appearances in 48 of the 180 episodes. In fact, Ruthie, one of the waitresses at Monk's, appears in 101 episodes, more than double that of Newman. In the 90s, computers were still very new and exciting to have, and Jerry has a desktop computer in his apartment in pretty much every episode of the show. But Jerry must not really care too much about it, because in the 180 episodes in the series, he only winds up using it twice. Number 4. Like so many characters on the show, the Soup Nazi is based on a real soup store owner in New York. However, he wasn't too happy with his portrayal on the show and actually banned Jerry from his shop and has gone on record time and time again about how much he hates the comedian for his show. Al Yagana says being portrayed as the Soup Nazi ruined his life. Number 3. Kramer has a friend who he always mentions named Bob Sacamano, who seems to do just about everything. Hat sales, latex sales, you name it. Bob does everything.
My friend, Bob Sacamano, he came in here for a hernia operation.
She's got rabies, just like my friend Bob Sacamano.
Well, Bob Sacamano, he stayed with me once for a year and a half.
Would you please just get on with the stupid Bob Sacamano story?
Okay, well,
but did you know that this Bob is a real person? He was a friend of Seinfeld writer Larry Charles, but the two had a falling out before the show aired, leading to Bob not wanting to be on the show. However, his name turned into sort of an inside joke, as he would be constantly referenced but never actually shown. Number 2. Kramer is very well remembered for his sliding entrances into Jerry's apartment. But do you know how many times he actually does this? We'll give you a quick second to guess. Did you guess 284? Because if so, you'd be correct. Across the 180 episodes of the show, Kramer slides into Jerry's apartment a total of 284 times. Number 1. Perhaps the most famous episode of Seinfeld is, of course, The Contest, in which the 4 friends challenge each other to see who can go the longest without masturbating. The episode was praised for its genius writing, as the word masturbate is never actually said in the entire episode. But the idea for this scenario didn't come out of nowhere. The Contest was actually based on a real challenge between writer Larry David and his friend Kenny Kramer, who the Cosmo Kramer character was based on, and after several months, Larry was eventually the winner. But alright guys, there we go, that's it for our list of 10 things you probably didn't know about the hit TV comedy Seinfeld. Got any favorite Seinfeld moments of your own? Well, what a silly question, of course you do, and be sure to let us know down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe for more great content. But alright, that's it for this one guys. Thanks so much for watching Trending 10. your guide to what's viral right now.